Catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. First down, Washington. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fitzpatrick now.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fitzpatrick to his tight end, Thomas, for the Washington first. Here's McKissick. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Mike, check, 59. What we got?
A carry now for McKissick. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 35 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and going?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. That is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
Justin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, There just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Room here to run. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson coming off such a sensational rookie year. He wows him again here with big yardage after the catch.
Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
A 23-yard run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. A fourth down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on third down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, now let's do this.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick-6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Regular. Watch the run. Mike.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Don't be scared.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Humphreys. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Fitzpatrick again.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He's got his target. It's Humphreys. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Fitzpatrick. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Working out of the gun. Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
That catch good for only a couple. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Washington on 3rd down.
They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of... So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
21 yards there on 3rd down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 34.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Play action now. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And some space here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.